If there is one question that does not really have an answer, it's this question: where did the Nagas come from? And in my quest of uncovering this mystery, I came across this tribe called the Dayaks. And to give me real information from ground zero, I had a long video chat with Ash from Kuala Lumpur. Ash here is a tribal from Malaysia, and he has extensive experience traveling and documenting the tribals in Malaysia and beyond. The Dayaks are a group of 200 distinct tribes residing in Saba in Sarawak state of Malaysia and Kalimantan state of Indonesia. Some of the major tribes of the Dayaks are the Iban, Bidayu, Kayan, and Kenya. And what particularly interested me in the Dayaks are the cultural similarity between the Dayaks and the Nagas. For example, the Dayaks have this traditional longhouse called the Rumah Betang that serves as a shared communal space housing dozens of families, which is quite similar to what we have among the Nagas, called the Murung, which again is a shared communal space housing all the unmarried men in the village. Another similarity is the fact that the Dayaks, like the Nagas, also used to practice animism, which is a belief that all things, including humans, animals, and even nature, have spiritual essence. And perhaps the most distinct similarity is the fact that the Dayaks, like the Nagas, also practiced headhunting. And this practice of headhunting was much more than an act of war. The Dayaks and the Nagas both believed that the head of a person was the repository of soul matter or life force. So essentially, taking a person's head was equal to capturing the person's soul. And bringing this captured soul back to the village would mean greater fertility, harvest, and prosperity for the tribe. Another similarity centered around the practice of headhunting is the way headhunting is related to social status. So among the Nagas, the status of a warrior is equal to the number of heads that he had taken. In fact, there are certain traditional dresses that he is only entitled to wear after he has taken a certain number of heads. This is quite similar to what we find among the Dayaks, for a warrior's status is equal to the number of heads that he had taken, and he is entitled to wear special tattoos or badges of honor only after a successful headhunting campaign. Another similarity is the distinct symbolism of the hornbill bird in the traditional arts and craft, rituals, and traditional life. Which brings us to a theory that Ash and I were talking about. Does this cultural similarity point towards a possible shared migration or even origin between the Nagas and the Dayaks?